What's going on, everybody? It's your dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, you are more likely going to have this guy return than not. The chances are in your favor. He's going to be running back. Now, let's jump into why that is. What you have to first understand is that when you're talking to a guy and he pulls away, what he's really saying is, up to this point, I don't believe what's going on is what's best for me. Okay, what's nice for me, what I'm really looking for. And there's many reasons why he thinks this. One, maybe the pressure he feels he's getting in his own head. He has to commit to a relationship before he's ready for one, so he goes off. Another thing is he can be taking you for granted. This happens a lot of the time. Or three, kind of a mixture of both. He's not really sure with what's going on right now, but he has this like shiny object syndrome / grass is greener on the other side, so he wants to go see what else is out there. Now, the beautiful thing about all three of these things is it's not really your fault. A lot of the times, I've been there, ladies, trust me, I've been this guy, and I talk to a lot of clients who talk to this guy. The guy does like you, okay? Even if you guys are fighting and he pulls away, even if that's going on, if what you two have, for the most part, is a decent thing, and you're laughing, you're having fun, you're hanging out, you're hooking up, but there's a sporadicness on his end because of the stuff I mentioned, the uncertainty, the fear of commitment, the pressure. Maybe it's going on for too long and he's taking you for granted. You are going to have a guy who does naturally pull away and look elsewhere. However, I would argue probably 70% of women who come, and more than that actually, I said 75 to 80 maybe. I mean, it's pretty dang high. The odds are in your favor is what I'm trying to get at. Of the women who come to me, end up having a guy come back. Now, you might be watching this and you're like, I don't know, man, it's been a month, it's been 3 months, it's been 6 months. Hey, usually it does take at least 3 to 6 months. If you're watching it and it has been past that, first off, move the F on. But if you're hoping he comes back, just know, yeah, he still might, but the chances are that it's for the assets, okay? If that's the case, you don't want him to come back, meaning it's for the goodies, the sugar walls, the hooking up, the assets you have, right? But he is going to come back. And there's so many reasons on why this is. Number one, he does like you. Number two, you are what I call pre-qualified. Like the guy likes you and he knows he can get it in with you, especially if he's the one who ended it or whatever was the reasoning. He's going to try to come back. Third is, and I'm not saying these are good reasons, but they are reasons, is the power dynamic. If I feel like I'm the better one, the more attractive one, I'm the one who left you, you're the one who wants the relationship, I'm the one who ended it, whatever it is. Like, I feel like it's easier for me to come back and restart it, okay? Because I'm the one that you're trying to get validation from me. I'm saying if you're still holding out for a guy to coming back, you're still committed to the outcome. So all you need is the variable of me to come back and restart it up. These are all reasons why men come back. Ladies, you have to understand, men like, I hate to say it like this, men like convenience. I'm not saying that, when men come back, it's always for hookups. Sometimes they do come back and realize they're idiots, but it's your job to decipher that. And the way you decipher that is to give him what I call the contract. You're negotiating, what are you here for? What are you looking for? Oh, I just wanted to see how you're doing. I'm doing fine. See you later. No. He has to come back and actually want something serious with you. He has to come back and actually want the same thing, says, I want the same thing, and say, I messed up. I'm sorry. I was stupid, right? And then come back and you guys go from there. Anything else, women will come to me and say, I want to get him to work for it. That's good too. Yeah, you can make him work for it, but working for it and taking it slow are two completely different things. Working for it, which is what it should be, is you have the power, you dictate what's going to happen, you control the pace, okay, and he has to prove himself to you. If it is not that, but you let him back in, then it is you being hopeful that him coming back in and you guys talking to see where it goes, like you're going to get screwed literally and figuratively, okay? So when a guy comes back, ladies, assume it's for the assets, number one. Number two, it's going to happen between 3 months, 6 months, anything later than that. I think it gets worse and worse. And when he comes back, you have to renegotiate all this stuff, okay? Meaning you have to talk about what this is, what happened, how do I know it's not going to happen again, and then make a guy prove himself. A lot of women I'm talking to get fearful of this because they're like, well, I don't want to push him away, or I can't stand clients like I'm already going to freak out over it. I cannot stand weak ass fucking clients like that. Weak, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They don't realize because of that mindset is why they're in the situation they're in. Ladies, men can't take advantage of you if you do not let them. Now, of course, manipulation and stuff like that aside, I just mean like if you're a high value woman who is highly sought after, you're attractive, you have a lot of options, and you have very strong knowledge, like street knowledge of how dating works, how men work. You've been there, done that before. You've seen your girlfriends go through it, right? A guy cannot pull this bullshit on you. The only reason he does is because as humans, we are not rational. We are not rational when emotions come in. That's why it's always a very good tactic for a guy to win a woman over emotionally and to trigger her emotions first before doing something ridiculous like this and trying to come back in and get it and stuff like that. It's good to poke at her emotions, make her feel certain things and stuff like that. But if you're a smart woman, you don't fall for that, well then great, okay? But ladies, the odds are greatly in your favor that a man will return. It's not always for the best, but sometimes it is. It's your job to figure that out and not let him back in, okay? I would say the odds are about 75% that a guy is going to come. 60 to 75%. I know that's a big gap, but it really depends on a lot of things. Like if he was doing it, if he's done it a bunch of times, every single time it gets less and less, okay, the odds. Or how it ended. If you guys are just bickering at each other, arguing, fuck you bitch, you're this, you're that, and whatever, shit like that, less likely. But if it was a slow pull away or a guy was talking to you for months and months but never commits and you're just like, I'm gone, no contact, for example, if you start doing the whole no contact, hey, I'm done with you, see you later, wish you the best of luck, and it ends in that sense. By the way, I have a guide on no contact down below if you want to maximize your chances. Again, down below, or get a session with me, links in the description. That also dramatically increases your chances for a guy to come back, realize he's an idiot, and try to commit. So, with all that being said, ladies, I love you all. Take care and peace.